Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coast to Coast Credit. I am Tamiya Robles. I am the owner of FixMyCreditNow850.com, and I am also a credit repair expert. Thank you for joining me again. I am so grateful that everybody is here and that you came to check me out. So, we're going to get right into it. Fix your own credit. You can definitely fix your own credit. Just because I am a credit repair expert, agent, specialist, whatever you want to call me, it doesn't mean that I don't encourage you to fix your own credit. If you go to my website, fixmycreditnow850.com, I have an option where you can go do it yourself. You can just click on it and you'll see some tools and some resources that'll help you fix your own credit. I bring this up and I made this the first topic because a lot of times when I'm online promoting credit repair, I get people that will talk smack like, you don't need to pay anybody to fix your credit. You can do it yourself. Yes, you can do it yourself. You can do a lot of things yourself. There's so much you can do for yourself. Should you do it yourself? Well, that's just a matter of opinion. It depends on your comprehension level. It depends on, your time. Do you have the time to do it? Do you have the funds? Do you have the patience? Have you properly educated yourself? So on and so forth. But yeah, I strongly encourage people to fix their own credit. I mean, obviously, there's nothing wrong with it, and you can make that decision if you want to. A lot of times, though, I do have clients that they will come to me if after they've tried to fix their credit. They'll watch my videos, they'll check me out on social media, and they'll say, I've been doing my own credit, but I am not getting the results that you're getting. I don't know why. So that is where I can't help you with. I can't help you in that area because I don't know what you're doing, what you did. I would literally have to analyze everything that you did and help you and guide you from there. Um, One of the things that is helpful that I do offer is I do teach a class. I have courses. I'm actually in the middle of creating courses now, but where you can just learn from me. I am what you call a factual disputer, meaning I don't care what the backstory is. I don't what's the best way I can say it? I don't care how this got on your credit. What I do is I look at the facts, what's on your credit report, and then I dispute with the credit bureau's inaccurate information, any information that's violating your rights under the FCRA. And that's basically it. I don't really go back and forth with the creditor or the collection agency. Some people do, even factual disputers do. I don't. If unless I absolutely have to, and it's so rare, I get results pretty well with the way I dispute things. So my classes and my courses are pretty much teaching you how to dispute like how I would dispute. Okay. So I do offer that. I do offer mentorship. I've been doing this thing for a while, like I said in my past videos. But if anyone's interested in it, but I'm going to pump these classes out, and that should be helpful enough. It's not rocket science. It's not, complex in that way. It's just learning how to do it properly and staying up with the times because just like everything else, things change and evolve. And this includes credit repair. So outside of that, the next thing that I hear a lot, I should say, when I advertise, is don't pay. You don't need to pay for credit repair, or such and such is too expensive. And listen, I can't speak for other credit repair specialists. I'm only going to speak for myself and my business. Can you get free credit repair somewhere? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Go for it. I strongly encourage it. I've had customers say they're going with so and so, and somebody's cousin and somebody's friend because it was free. And I said, okay, go ahead and, congratulations. I'm glad you found a free service. Um, just because something is free or low cost, as you know, doesn't mean it's necessarily good for you, right? So that is totally up to you if you decide to do that. Every company is different. We charge differently. A lot of the times it has something in a lot of cases it has something to do with like where your geographical area is at times. Um, Sometimes you have seasoned credit repair specialists that have been in the game for a while. They're well known. They might be pricier. I don't know. I personally don't like judging other people's business and their fees and stuff like that. But you do have to pay for credit repair. It's like I just did a video on that. I did a clip on that. Um my Here's my thing. Like let me just give a little example here. So we're going to touch up on student loans soon. However, in the meantime, a lot of us can get student loans. Well, you know what? I can't say a lot of us 'cause I don't know. Again, I don't know what others do, but I know I can remove student loans from a credit report. Okay. And I've removed hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans off a credit report, right? Now, if I'm removing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of student loan debt, and this debt has been on your credit report, let's say for like 15 years, and you try to get it off, you've gone to other credit repair specialists, they couldn't get it off, and you come to me. And I'm like, yeah, I could definitely get this off for you, right? And then you're like, right, but if it's more than $99, I'll pass. That's on you. That's a decision you're going to have to make. But if your student loan debt is hundreds of thousands of dollars, you have to realize that you're going to have to pay some sort of money. All right? Okay. It's business. This is business. When you purchase a home and you get electricity and get your utilities and stuff on, do you go to your utility company and say, listen, I'm only going to pay you $5 a month. So give me all the electricity that me and my family need, but I'm only going to pay you $5, right? No, that's not going to work. So why would it work that way with credit repair? We're a legitimate business. Credit repair does come with a bad name sometimes, unfortunately, right? I know it sucks, but it doesn't mean that we're not legitimate businesses. And this is our bread and butter. This is a service that we are providing for you, and you need to pay us accordingly. Now, I do offer sales and discounts and deals. Um, Whenever usually around the holidays, sometimes flash sales. I mean, you can always catch a good sale, but ultimately you have to pay for the services that you want. I've had clients that had 2 3 repossessions and an eviction and child support and student loans, and expected me to take care of that literally for $25 one time. One time. Like, nah, that's not gonna happen. So yes, you can either do it yourself or you can pay a credit repair specialist to do it, right? So, as far as what's reasonable and what's unreasonable, what I will say is this. You can tell that a specialist knows what they're doing. There's several ways, but one of the main ways is they communicate with you often enough and explain to you what it is that they're doing. Um, a lot of times, if they have a huge clientele, they may not be able to give you the one-on-one experience that you need, but they will still offer you some sort of credit education, whether it's on their Facebook page, social media platforms, whether their software is giving you information. But that's usually a sign that a credit repair specialist or that company cares about what they do. They care about the people, and your credit education is important to them, right? So that's usually a good sign. So that means you have a valuable credit repair specialist. You can't really judge by the dollar amount that you're spending, unless, in my opinion, if they're too low, it's probably too good to be true. All right. I've come across a few credit repair specialists that were $20 and 19.99, or whatever. And one of the things that I saw was, or the complaints that I would hear is that they took a very long time to dispute anything, and few things came off. It's a technique that certain people use where they'll only dispute one thing at a time. Meanwhile, you have like 100 items on your credit report, and your credit repair specialist is only disputing one item at a time. That's just to keep the money flow going. So that's not necessarily the sign of a good credit repair specialist. So, that's there you go. But ultimately, you do have to pay. People get on me all the time with the average when I advertise, but it's very simple. If you want your credit repaired, you're going to pay. If you want a service, you're going to pay for the service. I mean, if you want sneakers, you're going to buy the sneakers. If you want a certain style, or you want it to look a certain way, if you want Jordans, Nike, Air Force Ones, or whatever, Tim's, you're going to pay for that, right? Now you can get the knockoffs, but if you get the knockoffs, then you're not gonna get the quality that you want, right? And then people are gonna make fun of you. You'll probably wind up getting Jordans and Tims later on down the road anyway. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Like I said, it's a service. It's a service. Like, just pay for the service. Sometimes we offer, I know I do, but some specialists offer payment arrangements or payment plans to pay down, especially if it's like a huge amount, or what the client considers a huge amount, because what you think is a high dollar amount, the next person may not think is a high dollar amount, right? So again, you can't count other people's pockets, but sometimes the specialist will offer, some sort of payment plan. I had a customer pretty recently, and I get this from time to time, where they're on some sort of monthly payment disability. I think this person was living off of his SSI check, I do believe. So I knew his funds were limited, and I definitely, definitely work with people like that. I'm big on communication, and as long as you are open with me and you can communicate with me, I have no problems. I have no problems. But yeah, either way, you have to pay for the service. Um, Other than that, you know, just talk it out. Understand, the heavier the item, usually they're more expensive. So a heavy item is typically repossessions, evictions, student loans for sure. For sure, for sure. Bankruptcies, definitely. Definitely bankruptcies. More so because the process to remove them are more complicated than just removing a collection, or disputing a collection, or a charge off, or even an inquiry. Those are pretty simple. But bankruptcies and child support, you have to take extra steps to get them removed. So that part. What else? What else? So, if you guys have any questions, or if you want me to talk about anything in particular, especially when it comes to payments, let me know. If you had a messy, janky credit repair specialist, let me know how that went. Leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it. I do plan on having other credit repair specialists join me in my podcast. I don't feel there's any competition when it comes to fixing credit. There's so many people in this world that need their credit repair. There's so many people that need help, and there's not a lot of good credit repair specialists. So, you know, I would love all your business. I definitely would, but I also like people to hear what it's like out there with other credit repair specialists, and what they go through and what they do. Now, I would like to talk about when is a good time to hire a credit repair specialist. So, one way you can look at it is, if you did try to do it yourself and it just became a little complex for you, that's a sign that you should hire a credit repair specialist. Um, I know there's companies, bigger companies out there like Lexington Law. That's a pretty well-known company. I actually get Lexington Law customers. Believe it or not, I used to be a Lexington Law client myself years ago. I'm talking about mad years ago, right? So, but when you are, or if you're in a rush or you're in a bind and you don't know how to quickly fix your credit, that's another sign to get a credit repair specialist or go with a company or what have you. Um, and sometimes that by not getting a specialist, you could be just wasting a lot of time and a lot of money, and it'd just be easier. So one of the ways that you might want to see or shop around is literally like looking them up. Overall, you just need to do your research on who you're going to hire for a credit repair specialist. So do your research, ask people, check out Facebook groups. Okay, that's one way to see if you can get a good credit repair specialist. Another thing is we're all credit repair specialists are supposed to offer at least a free 30-minute consultation. So during that consultation, we're asking you questions, but you can ask us questions too. You know, ask us some questions. How long have you been doing this? Do you get results? Things like that, you know. Um, where do you advertise? Do you have proof of your results? It's always good to have results, because it shows the client that you're trustworthy and that you know what you're doing. But other than that, I'm gonna just keep this episode short and sweet. But these are the things that are relating to credit repair. Just in the beginning, doing it yourself, paying for credit. These are all good things. These are things you have to do if you want to get your credit fixed, or your final option is just to wait it out and wait the 7 years and hope and pray that your negative items just go away and you'll be in a better spot. Obviously, that's not helpful. Maybe it works for some, I don't know. But if you want things and you're trying to do things with your credit, then obviously you should go get your credit repaired. All right, then I'm going to cut this short. Again, I'm so grateful that you guys are deciding to check me out. And there's going to be more podcasts and more interviews. Well, not more, but there's going to be some interviews coming. I'm really excited about my first one. It's going to be so beneficial to people. But yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notifications. All right. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.